we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers, the AFC champion, taking on the NFC champions, the Los Angeles Rams. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And CD, these Steelers, one of the most successful franchises of the Super Bowl era. They're searching for their 7th title.
And their last one, Super Bowl 43 over the Cardinals in dramatic fashion. And you know they'd like to win this one to honor the great Franco Harris.
Taking it right down Broadway. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown. Striking first in any game is very important, but on this stage, the biggest of stages in the Super Bowl, that's huge.
You fully expect the other team to battle all the way through, but when you're the one setting the pace, jumping out in front, that has to feel great for the entire organization.
Will Lutz on for the point after. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Right off the bat, here's Pickett to throw it. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked off by Ernest Jones. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. I'm not sure exactly what they had planned for play number 1 from scrimmage, but I can guarantee it wasn't that interception.
No doubt about that one, because in their daydream, this was going to be a dream play to get things started. Instead, it turned into a nightmare for them.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. Touchdown, Rams. Devontae Adams. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Rams will add to their first quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. CD, look at this clock and scoreboard. We're less than a minute into this game, and they've already made 2 trips to the end zone.
So that means that someone's confidence is absolutely soaring right now. There's almost no slowing them down. On the flip side, now you've got to get together. You've got to talk to each other. Make sure you stay tight, stay focused as a team. Yeah, it's a quick blitz, but you can get back in this game if you don't let it get away.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Now run straight ahead with Warren. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Pickett sets up play action. This pass caught by Hamler. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. Well, they got a great answer right there and almost a sigh of relief.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Jalen Warren, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are on the board here in this Super Bowl. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18. Just the first quarter of the tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season opener opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, LA. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Rams go up by 2 touchdowns. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
So the call's made by Sean McVay. They're going to go for 2. Rodgers will throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So they go with the pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball on a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Well, here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trailed early on in this Super Bowl as they come up for... Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
And partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback. Well, it doesn't take any great analysis, no jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be two guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. Rodgers now to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Adams. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's second down. Rodgers again now. And he's got it. And the Rams are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Davante Adams with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Rams are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. Boy, CD, what a start for them. Still in the first quarter. They're absolutely blitzing them. All the points that they've put up, I'm not sure what you say on the other sideline, right? Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Well, it's intercepted. They got Pickett for the 3rd time in this game. Inside the 10, and he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Well, this defense, they've been terrific all year, and they come through with a pick 6 here on the game's biggest stage.
Perfect descriptor there, because we have seen this time and time again. This defense, their ability to take the ball away from teams, they definitely have a nose for the football, and it pays off again on that play.
Now the Rams bring the offense back out here to go for 2. They'll look to throw. He's got it at the 2. And he is not going to get to the goal line. And for the first time here this afternoon, they are thwarted on the 2-point conversion. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick 6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
At the 20-yard line.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Pickett. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off Byron Jones. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Well, that is interception number 4 for him, Charles. 4 here in the first half alone, and they're already trailing by 4 possessions.
Makes me wonder, partner, do they just not have any confidence at all in the backup, or do they just have that much confidence in him? Able to throw 4 picks already, they're certainly hoping that he can turn things around and quickly.
Touchdown, LA! 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Rams are starting to open things up here in this Super Bowl. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it is stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Rams 43, Steelers 7. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Pickett. Got his man, it's Warren. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Pickett back to throw. This is Hamler on the receiving end. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 46-yard line.
On the give, it's Warren. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. And that is incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Steelers first down, and he'll have it by plenty, as it turns out to be a big gainer there on 4th down.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on 4th.
Now, that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
A handoff for Warren. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On the run, it's Warren. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Jalen Warren, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Steelers are able to claw one back. Extra point put through by Boswell. And they get a bit of a respite here from what's been an otherwise dreadful first half of football. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. From the end zone, here comes Williams. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
Thomas barreling ahead. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Steelers will take over possession here up at the 44.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. Second and 9. Looking to throw, Pickett. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Pickett. Man open is Robinson. And they have a 1st down and well into field goal range also at the 16 now. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now a run with Warren. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And it's caught. And the Steelers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
But if there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That was the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense in every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And he will have a Steelers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later.
And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
Meanwhile, Rodgers throw complete there to Thomas. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. This is caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cam Akers punching it in from a yard away. And the Rams are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Steelers 14. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Pickett leads his Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at the 41-yard line. They'll run it. Warren. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 5.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it. is caught. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Warren. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but
Pickett lost it. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
8 yards on the pickup.
Now it's Rodgers.
At the 46-yard line.
He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. And now they're in the hurry-up.
A 7-yard gain. And the Rams.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down, makes it manageable now.
Folks, welcome back to the biggest stage in sports, the Super Bowl, and now we get down to the good stuff, the 4th and final quarter. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And it's a fumble. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but, Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. He's got Cooper Kupp on the slant. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. Throwing now is Rodgers. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Kupp. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw is Rodgers. Keeps himself upright, eluding the pressure right. And he's got it. And the Rams are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Rams add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Steelers 14. Will Lutz.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their Super Bowl hopes are dwindling here in the fourth. That AFC crown. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Ernest Jones. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Now Rodgers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. He wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
They'll roll him out right. And he's got it. That's Cup for a Ram touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Rams have now opened up a 7-touchdown lead. Unbelievable. Lutz good on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Steelers 14. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive, 1st and 10. 2nd and 7 from the 20.
2nd and 7 at the 20-yard line.
Back to throw, Pickett. This is caught by Robinson. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now, but as you've mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
1st and 10, here's Pickett. And now here is another interception. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Rams are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down. Rodgers throwing here. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And the return will stop right around the 25.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This pass caught by Hamler. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. The end result, 21 yards. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Now Pickett. Oh, he stays up, but in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Oh, and now some trickery. They fake the spike. Pickett lost it, and now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football, so this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Pickett, 4th down, desperation time. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. And CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about here. But it may be cliche, but give them credit for this. They've continued to fight and scratch and claw, and they get the touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And I'm okay with that cliche, all right? Maybe it'll alleviate the sting a little bit because at least they can look in the mirror and realize they fought all the way through. Horrible game for them, not one they'll want to remember, but at least they'll keep their heads up and have some pride when they leave this stadium.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, they came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the fourth.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early, but give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They took care of business and closed them out pretty quickly.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Rodgers looking to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. The Rams have won the Super Bowl, and they will get the Lombardi Trophy. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them, a fantastic season.